Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Sonique and today I'm opening the latest mailing from Total Tarot magazine that's come damaged. Well, the packaging has come damaged, so hopefully everything's fine inside. We'll take a look. So we have part 62 and part 63 of the magazine with the Fae Tarot. So we've got the box and the two parts of the deck, which I'll open in a second, and the magazines. This looks beautiful. It looks a really delightful deck just looking at these images. Oh, look at this. Oh, okay. My inner child is delighted. Okay, so this is the Fae Tarot. This is the box. Oh, this looks lovely. This looks so nice. It's a deck I don't actually have. Or you may not know, if you're subscribed to my channel, you probably will know, but I'm actually doing a year with the Fae. So I'm using a different Fae deck each month. And this month I'm using the Chrysalis Tarot, but this might very well, now it's come onto my radar, be a contender for one of the other months in this year. So we'll see, shall we? Let's have a look. So if you buy this magazine from the shops, one issue at a time, obviously you will just get half of the cards in one magazine. Then you'd have to wait for the next magazine to get your second part of the deck. Whereas if you order it, as I do, as a subscription, then you get two magazines together. Okay. So this is the Fae Tarot. So this is the top card, and we've got reversible backs with a picture on, which is unusual. I've not actually ever come across that before, an actual picture on the back of a card. Yep, they're all like that. So let's go through the deck. So we're start with the majors. In fact, I'll just separate them, because the way that Lo Scarabeo, which I think these are, yeah, the way that Lo Scarabeo presents their decks in the boxes is different to the way that I like to go through my deck first time I get one. So I like to go wands, cups, swords, pentacles, whereas they go cups, and then pentacles, or at least they're having this one anyway, wands and swords, which makes no sense to me. So I'm putting them in the order I like. There we go. So the Fool, oh, look at that for a Fool. Look at that for a Fool. He's got all the keys. Does he know he's got the keys? And look, the keyhole is actually on his crown. Oh, wow, that's a much different take than I've ever seen. Oh, look at the earrings. I think I'm going to like this deck. When I've seen the previews in the magazines that have gone past, when they show different decks, this one has been calling. It's been like, I think this is going to be a beautiful deck. And look, it really is. Look at this magician. Has this magician formed an idea of this little mouse animal and made it real? I think that's what's going on there. And he's got, look, he's written notes. His little box of tricks. His books, his sword, his pentacle, his cup. Where's the wand? I'm looking for the wand. I'm actually not seeing it at the moment, but I presume it's there somewhere. High Priestess. Acting as a sort of gatekeeper there. And we've got like an hourglass. So something to do with time. And we've got some stonework dragons here. But yeah, deep inside the book. And a lemniscate there as well on the book. Empress. Oh, this is that off the front of the magazine, wasn't it? Gosh, that's adorable. It's beautiful. Oh, Emperor. He's side-eyeing his baby dragon, right? Are you behaving yourself? It's strange that they're up in the air there. Higher thinking, maybe? Got the crown there. But this is a fae with wings, of course. They're all fae energies. Oh, look at this hierophant. Again, we've got an hourglass. Oh, this beautiful dragon here. Oh, lovely red for Mars energy, I like to see. Oh, these lovers is a different type of card. It's sort of Beauty and the Beast vibe I'm getting there. Opposites attract, maybe. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm getting all these sort of hits with that. Okay, the Chariots. Oh, this is just wonderful. And that whole being pulled in two directions and keeping them together is really emphasised here when we've got two different sorts of animals, although we can't even see them, they're just pulling off the card so fast. Looks like a lizard and a rat. Strength. Oh, I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about this, you know, tying up this, is it a serpent or a dragon? But tying it up is, I don't know. Maybe I'd have to think about that. I think, well, it is, it's metaphorical, isn't it? It's not actual, but controlling our inner demon here seems to be what's going on. But forcibly, which is not something I agree with the Strength card, personally. The Hermit. She's on the box. This Hermit looks a little lost. Sort of an Escher type image, you know, you don't know which way's up, which way's down. The optical illusions. The wheel. We're playing a game. This is the game of life. We've got a crone, more of a crone energy here, again with the keys, and then we've got a young fae here. Maybe it's how life is a spiral, not a circle, which is something I agree with. You know, we go round many times, but we level up, hopefully, as we go, in order to become a wise person. Justice is blind, with the third eye open. I think this is an amulet around the neck. At first glance, sort of look like headphones, but no, I think it's a golden amulet, isn't it? And we got the feather there as well. That's nice. The Hanged Man is underwater, so definitely a different viewpoint. Death. Got one eye red, one eye green. And what appears to be a chessboard, but in the round. A very interesting image. Temperance. Oh, that's beautiful. The fish. Very watery. Well, if that's a devil, I don't know. It looks quite friendly to me. But maybe that's the point. Eating trees. I think it's eating trees. Oh, this is a tree house, I think. It's come to destroy the tree houses and the trees. Oh, that's not very nice then, is it? Look at that burning sun behind as well. Okay, the tower. So it's this time being almost destroyed from the bottom up, as opposed to a streak of lightning, or a flash of lightning. But yeah, our foundations are not only rocky, but they're just falling apart. So yeah, that works, doesn't it? The star. Connecting to the universe. The moon. She's drawing it in the sand as well. The eyes are closed. They're beautiful, beautiful images. Oh, look at this sun card. Oh, I wish summer would come. I'm fed up really now, waiting. I know it's still only May, but I'm impatient for summer. Judgment. Okay, so we're getting the wake-up call because we've fallen asleep here, maybe? We're doing the same thing over and over. There's definitely a message here for the artist. Look at this one here. Got all these different coloured fae. And the world card. And the world this time is on the back of a snail. It looks like the snails turn around and go, what's going on? What's all that there on my back? But it's very enclosed. It's a very enclosed space. I think I could read a lot into these cards, actually. So anyway, let's start off with our one suit. So this fae actually doesn't have wings if it's a fae, but maybe it's becoming a tree spirit. Just reminded me of the Game of Thrones. Two of Wands is in a bird's nest. Probably deciding whether their wings are strong enough to fly. That's a good metaphor, isn't it? Okay, the Three of Wands. Blossoming here. We've got the shovel up, putting the work in. The Four. Nice and stable energy there. Decorating the tree. The Five. Okay, so these are all trees then. Okay, so the ones are trees. Already 5. So we're all swinging off the tree branch. And it's only just starting to grow, so it's not strong enough yet to take this weight. The 6. The victory card. Showing everybody what they've achieved here. The 7. Oh, fighting off these imagined enemies and protecting the tree. So this is when we're going really fast, and maybe too fast to be safe. By the looks of things, they could fall off this branch. They might not be able to grab that branch there, and it might snap. It's quite a precarious situation. A 9 of Wands. We're hiding now, hiding from danger. And the 10, overbearing energy here, just oversaturated energy. Okay, page. So we're starting out. Oh, we've got a unicorn horn. That's interesting. So we've taken our ace and we're learning how to use it. The Knight on the back of a bird. The Queen is pregnant. And the King. Put them together. Looks very content up there in this tree. Cushion roll. Is that something up there? There's a candle that's burnt down, and there's candles around here. I mean, one would presume that lighted candles and wood going might be a little bit dangerous. Ace, holding water in the hand, so it shows it's a fleeting energy, doesn't it? Because how long can we hold that before we lose the water? The 2, that initial connection. The 3, lovely. 4. Looks so relaxed. The 5. Oh, it's all breaking. It's all breaking up. This reminds me of Gaudi's architecture here. The 6. 7. Interesting, there's only one choice. 8. The 9. And the 10. Still kept the rainbow. Page. Oh, that's nice. Still kept the fish in the cup as well. I like. Okay, the knight on a lobster or crustacean. Queen. And the king. The swords. The ace. Two. Oh. Cutting themselves off so they can actually look inside for their decision. But look at this moon. Oh. I like that for the Three of Swords. So instead of a heart, we've kept water as the emotional side of this energy. The Four. That seems quite different for a Four of Swords. It seems they're preparing for battle rather than taking a pause. Putting all this war paint on. The Five. Look what they're blowing out into the atmosphere there. Six. The Seven. Look at this, the way they're blending in with their environment. So that sort of echoes that Four, doesn't it? See the connection there. The Eight. Nine. Oh. Oh. Disintegrating for the 10. Page. A knight on a dragon. Well, is it a dragon or a seahorse? I'm not sure. Nicer. The Queen. Look at that. That cold energy there. And the King. Final suit. The Pentacles. This snail. Oh, look. This is the image of the other side of the box as well. Beauty. 2. Beautiful. 3. Okay. I'm a bit confused because it's normally about collaboration between different parties, but this doesn't seem to be a collaborative effect. This seems to be, I don't know, an antagonist up there or an overseer. The 4. Chained. He's chained himself there. This is mine. The 5. Look at this. That's a bit like Dan May's monsters or bears. The 6. 7. 8. 9. I like it. Oh, the 10. Page. The Knight. The Queen. And the King. This deck is adorable. It's absolutely beautifully adorable. Ah, so nice. I said it, didn't I? But I thought I would like this deck, and I do like this deck a lot, a lot. Let's have a look at the magazines. Okay, so we start with part 62. It is going to be a bit glary. I've got to put lights on because it's dark outside. All on summer. So, yeah, part 62. We have a contents page here. And then the second part of an article, creating new spreads. And this is showing the pagan tarot, which we had with parts 54 and 55. So spreads based on an actual tarot card. So you choose your card, examine the features of it, the symbols, and then write the question based on a feature or a symbol. We can use patterns and shapes, dynamic intentions, using the Ace of Wands, which is a dynamic card. There's an example here. This is a custom spread based on the Star card. And they're showing the Star card, as I said, in the Pagan Tarot. There's some questions here that we could use for that spread. There's some spread positions, sort of visualization. And then, yeah, 3 different versions that you could use in your spread to put the cards in those positions. So as an example, the Hermit reminds us to stop and think when we're in the act of creating something new. Collaborating with the querent, drawing on pre-made spreads, and then creating from those, I would think, and then keeping a record of your spreads. So our card in detail is now the Knight of Wands. So the essential meanings about the Knight of Wands, some keywords, and then 5 symbols. It says here the rider wears a suit of armour under a tunic decorated with salamanders, which are symbolic of fire. So the salamanders are the symbol for fire. But why is he wearing armour? What's he protecting himself from? Anyway, so the focus of the subject, if it's on your personal life, for divination or for psyche and soul development, what the card shows us, the court diagram, and where it is on the court, so that's where the knights are, between assertiveness and potential. There. Some questions we can journal with here. Some examples from other decks. The Worth, the Angels and the Klimt. The physical persona, which is the old-fashioned way of reading a court card, and then traditional meanings upright and reverse. And then we've got some examples from other decks. So we have Lo Scarabeo Tarot, the Silver Witchcraft, Neferatis, Pagan, Shaman or Shaman, the Dark Angels, the deck we had in this issue, the Fae, and then the Universal Fantasy Tarots. So in our deck, it represents the joy of the journey. Really looks like they're enjoying that ride as well, doesn't it? Okay, we have a spread. Ooh, this is a big one. 21. Number of cards, 22 cards in this spread. Gosh. Recognising uniqueness. And this is the first part of this article. So this is getting to know the unique features of a new deck when we've been using a deck that we're familiar with. So this will help us to break that habit, prepare the position in the cards. We've got 4 rows here of 7 cards, and we're using all the major arcana in this one actually. So we have the Fool on the top, and then we have Magician to Chariot, Strength to Temperance, the Devil to the World. These are called septenaries. The Fool's Journey. So we have the Radiant Wise Spirit here and the Visconti. So I think what they're doing is comparing, possibly. So first, reading interpretation. First stage, looking for the lesson. Second stage, analysing the deck. And then we get this continued in the next magazine with an example reading. Our deck library, the Fae Tarot. It invites us to explore tarot through the colourful world of the fairies, and we've got some meanings for the major arcana listed here. So Death here seems to be looking straight at the reader, waiting for them to make a move in the game of chess, shown on the cards. Your turn. That's really interesting, actually. The aces depict fairies with the symbol of the suit integrated into their bodies. For example, on the Ace of Cups, the fairies' hands are cupped together here. And here we've got, it's a tree. So we've got the minor arcana there, some more background to the deck. Fine details, colour and light. We have a visual reference, and then where to go in the magazine for the articles, and then a preview. 63. And the Ace of Pentacles. Alright. So, astrological chart. Vital information about the zodiac can be discovered through the use of the astrological chart. I did go and see that tarot film Thursday night. It's Saturday while I'm filming this. It's a horror film based on the tarot and astrology. Using tarot and astrology together apparently is a big no-no in the horror world. Just so you know. It was a ridiculous film, I've got to say. I didn't enjoy it at all. I thought it was silly. But anyway, that was my impression. So, yeah, so a structure of an astrological chart, a symbolic chart, showing the wheel of the year there. Then, cardinal signs. So yeah, it's talking all about astrology here. And showing the White Cat's Tarot, which we had in parts 30 and 31. Tells us what cardinal signs are, what fixed and mutable signs are, the deacons, which is a year-long journey, and I actually did that. Yeah, I finished my deacon walk last November, so 6 months ago. But I will link to it, and I did the year-long journey, the deacons, which uses these elements here, these symbols, or these planets, zodiac signs and elements, to delve into the minor arcana card. Really interesting deacon walk. Character and temperament triplicities. Okay, our carding details, the Queen of Wands, all about the Queen of Wands, and the Black Cats. Magnetic inspiration, some keywords. The themes. So, how we would look at it in different themes. Personal life, divination, psyche and soul. Explanation of the card. The diagram. So this is about experience and receptiveness here for our Queen. We have examples from Worth. Tarot of the Angels. Klimt. Questions we can think about or write about, journal about. Physical persona, traditional meanings upright and reversed, and then we have the examples from other decks. So in the Fae Tarot, it's anger replaced by life. That's interesting. That's really interesting. I've never seen that interpretation before for a Queen of Wands. How interesting. Okay, so Los Garabeo, Tarot of the Elves, Neferatis, Pagan, Dark Angels, the Fae, the Universal Fantasy, the Shaman. The changing skin in the Shaman Tarot. We had that in our last issue, didn't we? Our last mailing. So interesting the way that meanings of cards can change with different decks. So we've got the second part of this tarot spread. Using a different deck than our study deck, and how to transfer our skills when using a new deck. So we have an example reading there, card by card analysis, a summary. Decks are a personal choice, so different examples of decks. That 78 Doors I really like. The Egyptian I didn't really get along with. We haven't had this one yet, Universal Goddess. And we haven't had the Dark Grimoire yet either. So it'll be interesting to look at. We've got some Tarot de Marseille. So we did have the Tarot de Marseille really early on, 8 and 9, and it's not a system I'm familiar with overly. But this isn't about that, is it? It's about the second part of the 20-minute reading spreads, the short reading spreads. Yeah, how to divide it up. Gosh, mine are never 20-minute readings. They go on for ages. I just see so much in the spreads and the readings when I'm doing them. Anyway, oh, Waite and Smith's tarot deck. So we've got Pamela Coleman Smith and Arthur Edward Waite, and all about their tarot journey, which took us all on our tarot journey. If it wasn't for these two, it was the first deck actually to illustrate the minor cards, because before that they were pick cards, like this. Although it's not showing it here, they're showing 2 major arcana, but the Marseille tarot and all the tarots that come before, if it was 4 of Cups, there would just be 4 cups on there. If it was a 3 of Cups, it would have been 3 of Swords, it would have been 3 swords on there. Where Pamela was employed by Arthur Edward Waite to actually illustrate the cards in conjunction with their meanings given to them by the Golden Dawn Magical Society. So, visual reference to the Fae, the minors, where to go into the magazine for the articles, and what have we got coming next? The Zodiac Tarot. That looks very modern. That looks really modern. In fact, it looks kind of like 50s, doesn't it? That looks like Jackie Onassis. We're going to have articles on learning about reading professionally, exploring 1-hour readings. Our cards in detail will be the King of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So, okay, that's my first look at issue 62 and 63 of Total Tarot magazine with the Fae Tarot. I hope you enjoyed that, and until my next video, bye friends, bye.